Well, Comet fans, we're here between the first and second period with Wichita. I have the pleasure of having Keven Patterson with me, one of the Wichita players, but he's also related to a good friend of mine, Darren Patterson, and the Patterson family from back home in Grand Prairie, Alberta. And I asked him to come down, seeing he's not in the lineup tonight. Keven, give us an idea. I know that you're from Colorado Springs, correct?
Yep, absolutely, yep.
And that you're born and raised there, played all your hockey.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that you went to University of Niagara.
Yep.
How did you end up in University of Niagara?
Just going through the ranks and growing up in Colorado, I was able to play for a really good midget program, and that got me onto junior in the North American League in Topeka, and I was scouted by Niagara in the North American League, and they told me, hey, come here, we want you to play hockey and get a good education, and fortunately that really worked out well for me going through Niagara. I met my girlfriend there, and she supported me through the 4 years really well, away from my family, and I was able to see Uncle Darren a lot because he was up in Toronto area, and it was a short drive, so it worked out really well for me going to Niagara, learning a lot of lessons that are with hockey and life lessons as well.
And how big of a school was Niagara, and what league? And that was Division I, correct?
Yep, Division I. We played in the Atlantic Hockey League, so with Air Force and Canisius and a lot of other schools out east, Holy Cross, RIT. So it was an Eastern League, and spent a lot of time out there. Now I've lived in a few different time zones, which has been good. The only one I haven't lived in is the West, so we'll see if that ever comes true or not. But no, it was a great opportunity for me to get a good education. It's a school that with kind of graduates and everything, it's about 3,200. So
okay.
A small school, tucked in just right near the Canadian border, and
Lots
right
of
down.
snow?
Tons of snow. Really,
Nice.
a lot of snow, and right down the street from Niagara Falls. So it was cool to be close to that and get to see
What
that.
type of degree did you come out of school with?
I actually ended up with two. I got an undergraduate in finance and then a master's in finance as well in my fourth year. So.
Well, and that's one thing. After I finished playing here, got involved with the coaching. That the one thing I always tried stressing to the kids, and even anyone that's watching this, they don't understand that the better the grades you have, the more opportunities you have to go to a school that if you play a sport of any kind, but the amount of free money you can get based on your grades is just unreal. But to be able to play a sport that you grew up loving, and now that you're getting to do it playing professional, when you came out of Niagara, what opportunities did you have on the professional level that ended up leading you to Wichita?
Absolutely. I signed a PTO in Quad City and got released from there early on in training camp. And fortunately for me, I had a coach in Peoria, Jean-Guy Trudel. He heard a little bit about me, and he called me up. And a couple of the words that he said that really resonated with me was, if you come here, I'll give you a great hockey education, and he was true to his word in Peoria in the Southern Professional League, and I got to learn the pro game from a great mind in Jean-Guy, and he kind of told me the ins and outs of pro hockey and really developed my game into where it needed to be, and I was able to kind of soak in the pro game early on.
And I know Darren was hoping the last time you were down in Fort Wayne to make it, but he was just recovering from a hip.
Yeah, he had another hip surgery.
Another hip replacement. For some people, Darren was my left winger for a number of years, up through youth hockey and even in junior hockey and everything. But a great family. So I know the family history. Darren was kind of a little on the different side of the family, but a great friend, a loyal friend. But I'm hoping that when they get to watch this, that they get a chance to see you. I know we sent some pictures. My wife took a lot of pictures the last time you were here.
Yeah.
But what does the rest of the season look like for you? Because I know you were down in Peoria. You were up, then you're down, then you're back.
Yeah.
Been there myself at one point. Does it look like you'll be able to stick with Wichita the rest of the season?
I think so. I think we're going into a playoff push, and I'm just doing whatever I can for Wichita, and whatever I'm asked to do, I do it to the best of my abilities, and I'm here to learn even more, and even from the teammates around me, Coach Cameron, they've done a great job in helping me out and accepting me. It's tough coming to a team sometimes halfway through the year and not knowing really anybody on the team and trying to find your place. And so a lot of the time you just come in and you work as hard as you can, you just try and fill whatever role they want and need from you, and try to be the absolute best teammate that I possibly can.
For a lot of the kids watching, what has been the biggest adjustment for you coming from the college ranks into the professional ranks? Because you've been at the Southern Professional and then the East Coast. What has been the biggest adjustment for you as a defenseman?
I think for the defenseman like myself, one of the biggest things is puck possession in college. You tend to just go as fast and as hard as you can, and a lot of the time it's get the puck, find a stick, and you're hitting it for a quick chip, or you're getting it in deep, or you're trying to just get the puck moving as fast as you can. Here in the pro game, it's a lot about puck possession and making sure that you're in the right positioning all the time, and making sure that you're aware of everything on the ice. There's a lot more reading going on, and so I think the difference between college and pro is there's a lot of smart hockey players and a lot of guys with some high skill. So you need to make sure that you're in the right position and you're ready to kind of read the play and know where you have to be and try and be a step or two ahead of the play.
Well, and it's just like an example in this game in the first period. The Comets were playing very well, uncontrolled. They had a couple power plays, made 2 mistakes, and all of a sudden they give up 2 goals. And like you say, being in the right position at the right time, being smart about things, because a mistake can cost you a game and a position in the standings.
Absolutely, and unfortunately, everybody learns that lesson, especially in pro hockey. And later in the year, right now, we're fighting for a playoff spot, and we have it in our grasp right now. We're in that spot, but everything matters, and everything really adds up at the end of the game. So you're exactly right. You got to make sure that you're in the right spot at the right time, and so far we have been for Wichita.
So, do you have any thoughts about how long you want your career to be as far as the hockey side before you go into the business side?
I think just right now I just have a burning passion for hockey. It's a fire inside of me, and hopefully that doesn't go out anytime soon. I don't think it will. I can't really put a number on it. I just know that I love coming to the rink every day, and I love waking up and just putting in the work and being at the rink and being in the weight room and all that stuff. So that passion and fire is still burning in me.
Well, and having a girlfriend and a family that supports that dream of yours, because I know growing up, I was always very fortunate with my mother and father supporting me with what I wanted to do. I was not like you. I had the college opportunities. I did not take them. I still hear about that from my mother to this day, and that was over 30 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
But I want to thank you for, I enjoyed getting to know you the last time you were here, because Darren texted me and said, hey, Kevin's going to be in town, see if you can get a hold of him. But thank you for taking the time with us between the periods here, and best of luck the rest of the year and your career. And if it's with Wichita next year when you come, I look forward to being able to meet with you. Any words for your parents, because I'm sure they're going to be watching this?
No, I just want to say hi, Mom and Dad. Miss you guys from Colorado, and I've been fortunate. They've come out to Wichita a little bit more, and all the family up in Canada and in Grand Prairie and Hythe and Dawson Creek. My older sister's head up there actually today, and then my girlfriend in Ancaster as well.
Well, you don't forget her, because you could get in a lot of trouble on
Absolutely.
that. But thanks, Comet fans, and thanks, Kevin, for visiting with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.